This is Georgia Lane with Creative Moments by G. Today we have a Thanksgiving sucker box that you can use as a table favor. Isn't this cute? And we just put give thanks on it. I really like this and it's so easy to make. So welcome to Fiesta Friday. Let's go over to the crafting table and let's get started. Several stamp sets and also a die cut today. You can find this in our Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog, and on page 47 you can see the Gather Together stamp set. We use that for our pumpkins that we used, and then we also used the die set, Gathered Leaves die set, to cut out our leaves that we're going to be working with. And then finally we worked with this stamp set, Harvest Hello, for our give thanks, and that's on page 49. So what do we need to do first? First, you need to take a piece of paper, and I used the designer series paper, and you need to cut it 5.5 by 4. So that's the very first thing you need to do. And now we're going to have to do some scoring. So let's go ahead and get out our trimmer, and alongside the 5.5 inch side, that's where we're going to start scoring. So we are going to score at the 1 1/4. So we're just going to line that up. Oops, wait a minute. I have to dock my cutter. I don't want to accidentally cut it, do I? So 1 1/4, being very careful not to cut the paper. And then 2 1/2. 3 3/4, and then finally 5. Now we're going to take the paper and we're just going to rotate it clockwise, and we are going to score on the 4-inch side of the paper at 1 1/4. Okay, we're going to move it over to 2 1/2. And finally, we're going to take it to the 3 and then the 3 1/2. So we'll move it to the 3, score it, and now 3 1/2, and score it. And there we have it. Now, I don't know if you can see these score lines right here. We have our little, can't really see it on that side, but we have our 3 little bitty score lines that go all the way across that are small, and then we have our larger columns that go down. So what I recommend that you do is go ahead and just crease on all the lines, making sure you're right on those crease lines. That helps create the little box. So now we have, see, you can kind of get a sense of how it's going to be. Now this top one right here that folds over like this, and then you have a middle one, a shorter one, and then another one that's smaller. This middle one right here is actually going to be folded in because that creates a little lip where we're going to tie our ribbon. But next we need to get a small envelope punch board. You may have that because we need to create holes for our little lid so it fits in around the neck of the sucker. So the first thing we're going to do is take this little lip right here and we're going to fold it over. And we're going to put this middle score line. See, remember I told you we had some shorter distances between these score lines? The middle one, you're going to put that kind of in the middle of your envelope marker and move it to the 1 inch. Once your paper's on the 1 inch, punch it. Then you're going to see how it creates that cute little hole. Then we're going to go to the next score line, and we're going to place it right here on this middle score line. There's a little hole right here that you can see right there. We're going to put it right there and make sure that it's at the 1-inch mark and punch. Go to the next one and fold it over. Hold it to the 1-inch line and punch. We're going to fold it over again. 1-inch line and punch. Now you can kind of see, but see how this would go in? We need to cut a little mark right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to put that score line right in the middle of that hole, and we're going to punch, and that gives us one on the edge as well. So see, now we have our little box. It's taking shape. Now if you look at the score lines here, you have you have a square, a square, a square. You have another square, and then you have this little bitty tab right there. We don't need that. And remember, we want to get rid of all the bulk that we can, so when you put together your box, you don't have as much bulk. So we're going to go ahead and just cut that little tab out. See, we just cut him out. Now we're going to cut up right here on this score line, the vertical score line, just till we reach this horizontal, because this is going to create our box at the very bottom of it. So we're just going to cut up on the next score line and stop right at that horizontal line. And there we go. So now we have the bottom of our box, right? See how cute that is? Next, we need to use a tape runner and tape our box together, the side of it. So, we know that this is the lip right here that we need the tape on. So, we're just going to put some tape using our silicone mat so that when we get tape on it, it just balls up. We're going to simply fold that over just like that. Okay, see? Now we're starting to form our box, aren't we? Next, we need to use some liquid glue. So we are just going to fold in one of these and put a little bit of glue on it, just a little bit. You don't need a lot. And we are going to fold this one over. Now you might want to put your finger down there, down the middle, and push on it so you can get good contact. So we have that. Now we're going to add some glue. Just going to fold this over. And finally, our last flap. Just going to fold it over. Push it down, use your finger. You can also use a bone folder. Okay, and there we have it. And remember when I told you that the middle crease is the one that goes in, that bends in. Can you see that? See how it goes in and it creates a smaller hole? Perfect. So next what we need to do is get our sucker. We put our sucker in there, and then we're going to tie our ribbon around it. Now, see, once you press that down, make sure that this crease right here really creates a crease. And we're going to use our ribbon. Now, we have cut some burgundy and some gold curling ribbon, because you know I love curling ribbon. So I'm just going to put it on its side. I cut about 10 inches so it's easier to work with. And then you just kind of pull it. There we go. And because I like to just curl the ribbon, see, and now we have a little box. We're going to just cut it off. And I'm going to use some smaller scissors to go ahead and curl. Next, what we did is we took the Give Thanks with the 3/4 inch punch. We punched it and then we just stamped it on this 3/4 punch. Isn't that cute? And then we went around the edges using rich raspberry just to kind of shade it. Then we used this die cut, the Gathered Leaves dies. And this is a really neat die because it embosses as it cuts. So as you can see, we cut out 2 coordinating leaves. Aren't those pretty? You can see the dimensions, right? Oh, I just love them. You can see that we just used our dimensions to add them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little dimension there. I'm just going to take that off. I'm going to put this one on like so. It won't matter that it's, you can see it because of course we're going to put this little guy on there now, right? I'm going to put another one about right there. Take the backing off. And we're going to add him right there. Okay, so now we have our little leaf. We're just going to put some dimensionals on the back. We're using the mini dimensionals. They're so cute, aren't they? And they're small enough to get in the little places that you need. Then we're just going to stick it right in the center. And there we have it. What do you think about this cute little guy? Isn't that wonderful? We created this one earlier, and now we have this one. I really like the coordinating colors, and I like it that you can put it on your Thanksgiving table. You could put it by each plate, and then after dinner, they could have an after dinner snack. Isn't that cute? Oops, my phone just went off. Aren't these cute? We also did another one with Designer Series paper, and we just used the little flower cutouts, and we put a little circle, and we stamped the pumpkins, and we highlighted the pumpkins using Cajun Craze, and daffodil. So it gave it a little bit of highlights. What do you think about these little Thanksgiving sucker covers? I think they are so cute, quick and easy. You could actually have your kids do this with you. They could take them for their Christmas party. Well, I just had so much fun today. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video. I would love for you to join my team and become a sunflower stamper. So head on over to my website, creativemomentsbyg.com, and click on that $99 sunflower. I just really appreciate you watching. And remember, I'm wishing you a sunflower day. Bright, sunny, and happy. See you on the next video.